Tell me, what did you think of the event that took place here today?
Today's event was one of the highlights of my life insofar as I've been telling the story for 9 years. I even told my story to Kathimerini magazine some years ago. My story has been discussed in the Irish Parliament, in the Irish Senate, in the Austrian Parliament, but yet nobody has been held accountable, nor have I been given any assistance. The central bank, our Centriki Trapeza, is well aware of what happened. I walked in broad daylight and told them that I was breaking the law. I didn't know, as I said inside, that my chairman was a friend of the Prime Minister. Here am I, 9 years later, with no employment and nothing left of my possessions, for the simple crime of obeying the law.
So you think that events like this, that have MEPs listening to stories of whistleblowers,
yes,
could somehow help, and they could be positive towards stories like yours?
Definitely. I think people need to realize that literally people have gotten away with murder. When you hear about the suicide rates in places like Greece, when you hear about the fact that something like 10% of Greek population goes to bed starving, this didn't happen because of an earthquake. It happened because people in key positions did not do their job, either by neglect or by criminal conduct, deliberate conduct. And nobody has been held to account. Every bank in Greece has at least one risk manager. In some large retail banks, you might have 50 people working in risk. Who signed off those loans?
And since this event is happening at the European Parliament and you are here, and it is a great pleasure of ours that you're here.
Thank you.
What would be your message or request from the European Parliament and the MEPs if they could do something for you, not only specifically, but people like you, whistleblowers in general?
Well, I think for all of us, the most important thing is to live our lives with dignity. And the dignity has been taken away from millions of people throughout the European Union because they can barely feed their children. They can barely feed their children because other people have made billions and gotten away with it. And the people who allowed them to get away with it are the regulators and the politicians. In many countries, there have been public inquiries, parliamentary inquiries into the crimes of the banks. I believe you've had one in the Vuli in Syntagma. How many bankers have you got in prison?